healers. Hello. Tonight's gonna be fun. I'm really pumped for tonight. ChatGPT, baby. One of my besties, my business partner, is going to be showing y'all how to use ChatGPT for your social media, how to make it sound like you, and all the things. So here's what I want you to do right now. If you people that don't understand ChatGPT or legit don't understand how to use it to make it sound like them, tag them in the comments below. My bestie is going to show you tonight how to use ChatGPT. It's going to be good. It's going to be great. It's going to be phenomenal. And it's going to help you take day 1 through 9. It's going to help you take all the things that you've learned from me and plug it in. Plug it in. Yes. But let's get right into the goods with Bryn, because I'm telling you right now, this is going to blow your mind. This was a special training that she did for my clients. And I asked her, I was like, hey, care if I put this in posting for profits and everybody gets it for free? She's like, of course. And I'm like, that's why you're my best friend. So without further ado, my best friend, multiple 7-figure earner, Bryn Lang, ChatGPT queen, going to teach you how to take the laugh, love, learn, lead, and put it into ChatGPT to help you create some content a little bit faster.
I'm excited to be here with you guys today. And I just have to give a huge shout out to my bestie, for the resty, the most brilliant woman on the planet, Miss Marina Simone. Thank you for having me. I love you so much. Boom. Mwah. All the kisses. And I am just really, really honored and excited that I get to be here with you guys today. And I get to show you guys something that I have been playing around with a ton. And I am just like over the moon pumped at talking to you guys about AI and ChatGPT. Now, I'm just going to be 100 with y'all because that's how I roll. So I 100% believe that robots are going to take over the planet. They scare the ever-living daylights out of me. Like, I don't know if y'all have seen, but Universal Studios in Florida is actually creating a new park, and they are going to have a Jurassic Park petting zoo. Okay, I don't know if y'all seen Jurassic Park, but I'm pretty sure we learned our lesson on not creating dinosaurs. I mean, you guys, like, you could Google it. These things look so freaking real. So anywho, I'll be 100, or Ben Franklin, as we call it around here. I really actually avoided using AI and ChatGPT out of fear of them cloning me or robots taking over the planet. But I started to realize how very efficient you can be by utilizing AI. So how many of you have ever gone over to Google and maybe you're trying to learn something, maybe you're trying to get ideas for your social media content, you're trying to get better at your stories, which we're going to talk about today, better at your videos, how to edit the crap and all these things, right? And you go on over to Google and you type something in and you get like 2,700 different videos and articles to read. And it's just like, before you know it, you just want to pull your hair out because you feel like there's so much information. How do I actually get through this crap? Right? And so what ends up happening is we never actually get any better at these things that we're trying to do because there's so much information out there. Let me just tell you, ChatGPT will change everything for you guys. And I'm going to share my screen with you guys today. I'm going to show you exactly different examples of how you can utilize it to first create you content on social media, both on the curiosity end and the attraction end, right? And I'm going to tell you why you need to do both. And then I'm going to show you how you can turn these things into story sequences, stories, polls, all the good stuff. Pretty cool, right? So totally curious, how many of you are using ChatGPT already or some sort of AI? Let me just tell you, if you follow me on Instagram or on Facebook, if you're in my free group, the Badass Academy, maybe you peep my stories, maybe you're on my email list. Over the last few weeks, the majority of my content, both for stories and for actual posts on Facebook, on Instagram, and most of my emails have been written by ChatGPT. And you know what's really, really cool? You start with one piece of content. Just one, okay? You give it your prompts. I'm gonna show you how to do this. And from that one piece of content, it will literally show you how to take that piece of content and how to create it for your stories, how to create an email. If you want to create a blog post, it will give you step-by-step directions to use for a reel or for a TikTok. And it will show you exactly how it will reframe that same piece of content for all platforms, because all platforms are different, right? Different things hit better on different platforms. Different hashtags are used on different platforms. It will literally tell you all of that. Now, let me also preface this before I really dig in, because I think it's really important. In this age of like everybody being on social media and everybody using AI, don't forget that real connection, you guys. That's what people are really looking for. They want real connection. They want real conversations. They want to feel like you care about them. So use ChatGPT to help you with your content, but don't skip the real connection. Don't skip getting in the inbox and having a conversation and lifting people up and asking them questions and actually listening to what their problems and their struggles are. Because if you're not willing to do that, you're still not going to get the sales and get the recruits. We can get you a ton of leads, but leads are no good at all if you're not willing to have the real conversations and really ask people questions and listen. So don't forget that piece, okay? It will set you very, very far apart from everybody else. All right, so there are two types of content that you want to create on social media, right? There are two types of stories that you want to create on social media, and that is curiosity and attraction. So what is the difference? Curiosity is where you're creating curiosity around your products, your service, or your opportunity, right? With hopes to get somebody to raise their hand and ask you about it. Either you want to get them to click a like button, a love button, you want them to comment something, or you want them raising their hand and asking you about your product, your service, your opportunity. That's what creating curiosity is about. Now, attraction marketing, this is the piece, and this is where I would push most of your content. I would say with the curiosity, you should be doing it every day in your stories. And really only once a week would I really create curiosity for your products, your service, and once a week for your business on your actual social media feed. The rest of it should all be about attraction marketing, helping people to like you, to know you, and to trust you, okay? We can do this with posts, we can do this with videos, and we can do it with stories. But it's all about making people laugh, it's entertaining them, it's helping to inspire them, it's helping them to gain value from you as a human. You want people to come to your social media platform because they are getting something from you. Their life is being bettered by you in some way. Okay, that's what attraction marketing is all about. And that's what the majority of your content should be around. Okay, so now I am gonna go ahead and share my screen because I'm gonna show you how to use ChatGPT to create that social media content for you, both curiosity and attraction, and utilize it in your stories. First off, let me just go ahead and share with you guys what you wanna do when you first use ChatGPT. For those of you who are not using it yet, this is going to be really basic and help you get started. For those of you who are already using it, I'm going to dive in and I'm going to show you all the details. But for those of you who are not using ChatGPT yet, you are going to have to create an account. So basically, when you first come into ChatGPT, by the way, I highly recommend actually opening ChatGPT in Safari and not using the app. The app is not nearly as functional as the desktop version is, but you can still use that on your phone. I would just use Safari or whatever internet service or whatever thing you use. I don't even know. I only have Apple products. Right? Anywho, so you'll want to go to chat.opena.com. That's what you'll want to type in, whether you're on your phone or you're on your desktop. Now, what you're going to see when you first open it up is there are two versions. Okay. So you have GPT 3.5 and you have GPT 4. So this is the older version and it's free. This one, I think it's like $20 a month. And this is what I chose because it's more up to date and it actually is better at getting to know you and being able to replicate you. Plus you have all these really cool things that you can add on with GPT-4. Most of your chats are going to be this default right here. This browse with Bing is really cool because if you have like a website or a blog or something like that you want it to actually go through and give you data and advice to make it better, you can use this. And then these plugins are really cool. You can only use 3 at a time, but it can literally do anything for you. Like if you were going to go out of town, you could put one of your plugins as open table and it could literally, like it could be like an assistant for you. It could book you at restaurants. It could help book vacations for you if you want to use something like Kayak. Anyways, I'm not going to go all into that, but I do recommend using the paid version. You can still use the free version if you want for starting out, but this is the one that I use. Okay. So the first thing that you want to do is you want to to start with your chat. And I am going to actually just go to where I did it in first. And you want to intro yourself to ChatGPT because you want to let ChatGPT get to know who you are, because this is going to go a long way in being able to create you content. Now, here's the thing. The thing that you're going to ask ChatGPT to do over and over and over and over and over and over and over again is rewrite. I highly encourage you not to rewrite it yourself. Don't take what it's giving you and rewrite it yourself when you go to post on social media, because if you do that, it's not getting to know you. The more you can ask it to rewrite and give it prompts, the more you can give it examples of the way that you would normally write something or that you would normally talk, the more it's going to get to know you and the better the content it's going to give you is. Okay. So this first intro I did because I was on with somebody and I was trying to do it quickly was not a great intro. It doesn't have a whole lot about me. It's pretty basic, and you can read it here. But what I did is I actually went back in and I reintroduced myself and I gave it even more about me. So here's where you want to share all the things about you. You know, you can tell them what company you're with, what rank you're at, what your favorite products are. You can tell them, you know, some of the things that you've accomplished. I would write all your passions, things about you in your real life. You're a mom, you're a wife. You can include names, right? Like maybe you're a stay-at-home mom, right? This is where you would want to share your passions and why you do what you do, why you became an entrepreneur, why you're in network marketing, right? The more you can give it, the better. So down here, I actually reintroduced myself a little bit more. And I went as far as letting ChatGPT know that I also go by Batman. I identify as Batman because that's a big part of my brand, right? I let ChatGPT know who my target audience, definitely want to let them know who you're trying to talk to with your content so that it can create content specifically for that person, right? And so I came back in and I told it a lot more about me. I've also given it a ton of prompts where I've showed it emails that I've already written and social media posts that I've already written. So that way it can get a better idea of the way that I write. So that's the first thing you want to do. You want to intro yourself to ChatGPT. Now, once you've done that, you want to start a new chat up here and see how these are all named. When you go in and do a chat, ChatGPT will actually name it for you based off of what you're asking it to do. But what you can then do is you can go in and see when you click on it, see this little pencil right here, you can actually rename it. So I do recommend that you do all of your social media stuff in one place, but I'm actually going to show you how I did this a little bit different. This social chat right here is really where I keep all of my attraction posts. I haven't done any curiosity posts here in my social, but I've done all of my attraction posts, stories, all that kind of stuff. Here is actually where, and sorry, this is what company I'm with. I don't normally like push that out, but I want to give you guys real-time examples of some of the things that I've done. Here's where I'm doing my curiosity posting, okay? And helping create curiosity stories and posts and stuff like that. So the first thing I did when I clicked on social is the very first prompt I gave it, I went to my intro, I copy pasted the intro that I gave myself and I put it in this social. And then the very first thing I did is I asked it to create a random Facebook post for my target audience. So just based off of what it gave me just a random Facebook post. I did not like it. Okay. It sounded nothing like me and how I actually speak. So once again, the thing you're going to ask it to do over and over and over again is rewrite. So I asked it to rewrite it more casual, funny, and sassy because that is the way I speak. So it gave me another rewrite. And then I asked another rewrite. I don't use this word. I tend to make sentences each new paragraph, right? You just keep giving it prompts until it sounds more like you. So I've done that over and over and over again. Just keep asking it to rewrite. Just keep asking it to sound more like you, whether you're a real talker or whether you use a little bit of curse words, you use more emojis or less emojis, right? You just keep asking it to rewrite and keep giving it more prompts and letting it get to know you more. It will get better and better and better. And keep asking it until it gives you what you want, you guys, okay? It may take a little bit of time at first, but now it's kicking out things for me real easy and I don't have to ask it to rewrite very much. So let me show you how I asked it to write a post for me that was attraction. And then I also had it share for stories. What I would also do too, so basically yesterday, my kid yelled at me for posting him in my stories because he got made fun of by his friends all day yesterday. Of course, teenagers. It was really cool. He learned how to play the guitar. After 2 lessons, he could play Happy Birthday, okay? So I put it in my stories, and my husband also, like, he will not let me freaking take a picture of him. If you follow me, you probably see this. He'll either literally flip it off or whip his junk out, right? And so I wanted to create a creative post, and then I also wanted to create something in my stories. Part of my brand is being a mom and being a wife and being funny and saying shit that people don't normally say. It's part of my brand, right? I say things that people think but don't normally say out loud. I literally made a post yesterday about how I sharted in my pants at a restaurant. Okay. Turned it into a great value post, by the way, which ChatGPT helped me write. So I gave it this prompt today. Can you please write me a Facebook post about how my teenager yelled at me for posting him in my stories and my hubby won't let me take his picture and either flips me off or whips out his junk so I can't post him either. And how I'm just going to be an old cat lady in my stories now because that's all you're going to see. Me and my cat, Jeez. Okay. So it's gotten really good the way I speak and the way I talk and the way I write because I keep asking it to rewrite. And so it gave me this post and it's so good, you guys. This is something I would totally write myself. So I woke up this morning to my teenager, AKA the king of eye rolls, giving me that "you've crossed the line woman" look. What's the issue now, my sweet bundle of hormonal joy? I asked. His beef, his precious mug showing up on my stories. Apparently, his newfound aversion to mom's embarrassing internet presence is in full swing. Meanwhile, the hubby's gone ninja on me. If I so much as breathe near my phone's camera while he's in the vicinity, he either busts out a well-aimed middle finger or even better, pulls a full-on basic instinct moment. And you can walk through and see how it formed this post. It's so good. Cats in the kitchen, cats on the couch, cats interrupting my Zoom calls, cats in the damn Batmobile, right? Like, Mr. Whiskers and I appreciate your support during this forever transition. Like, it's so good, okay? And so then what I did is I asked it to turn this into a Facebook and Instagram story sequence. And look what it did, you guys. Facebook story 1, photo of you and your teenager, if he agrees. Or just a photo of you looking exasperated. Caption, this morning, eye rolls for days, right? How many of you, like if you're talking to moms, are gonna understand this? Photo of your hubby with his face out of frame or blurred. Caption, the hubby's gone ninja mode on me. His new moves, a middle finger or a basic instinct moment whenever the camera's out, right? And it just walks you through these prompts to create an amazing stories sequence. So now let me show you guys how you can utilize this to create curiosity for your post. By the way, what you want to do, because like I said, each platform on social media is very different. So see how it gave me Facebook stories and Instagram stories. Now I do run my stories from Instagram to Facebook, but this post right here might be a little long for Instagram. So what I would do is I would say, thank you. By the way, I always tell my AI, thank you, because I don't want him to try to kill me. I love you, ChatGPT, my robot friend. You're making me lots of money. You're gonna rub the money back. Okay, so I would ask to rewrite this for Instagram. Thank you. Can you please rewrite this for Instagram? Thank you. Can you please give me a template from this post for a TikTok video? Thank you. Can you please give me 10 tweets that I can use on Twitter from this post? Thank you. Can you please rewrite this as a LinkedIn post? Literally one piece of content turned into many, and you're everywhere. How many of you have followed Gary Vee, and every time he starts talking about being everywhere, you're like, oh my gosh, I just want to curl up in a little ball because like, that just sounds like so much work. Not with ChatGPT. All right, let me show you guys curiosity. Okie doke. Okay, so now I was on with my leaders yesterday and I just told them, give me an example of a product that we have in our company and let's start from the beginning with it and let's see how we do this. So I gave it the prompt for a product that we have called Revitalize. It's one of my favorite products. It's really, really amazing. So I said, can you please create me a Facebook post in my tone? You always want to ask in my tone, right? About why my target audience needs Modere Revitalize, please. Make one sentence per paragraph because that's how I roll. That's how I write, okay? So it gave me this post and it was so salesy. Like I would never post that. People would like run so far away. We don't want to be sales bots. We don't want to be spammy buttholes, right? Okay, so it was like really, really salesy. So here we go. I'm going to ask it to rewrite. Thank you, please rewrite without saying Modere because I want to create curiosity, right? Hitting the pain points of my target audience. This is why it's so important to tell it who your target audience is and make it more fun and sassy. So it gives me a new post, still not quite me, right? And so I'm having fun with it here. Thank you. Please rewrite and start it with a story, because storytelling, you guys, storytelling is one of the best ways to get people to raise their hand and to get them to say me too. That is your job. In all of your curiosity and attraction posting and in your stories, that's what your job is, to help them say me too. And start it with a story of my terrible brain fog from dealing with my asshole teenager. Sorry if you hate cussing. So sometimes my teenager is an asshole. Okay, I love him, but hey. So now it gave me another post and I still didn't love it. I wanted it to be more story centric and still less salesy with no call to action or introduction. So here I gave it another prompt. So now it gives me this one, and this one got a lot closer, but it's still too long. This is like not the way that I write. I like my one sentence per paragraph. So I said, thank you. Please rewrite more in my tone, which is real talk, a few curse words, and edgier. Now it got really edgy and it said some things that I don't normally say. So I gave it another prompt. Please rewrite with less cursing and one sentence per paragraph. And you guys, it freaking nailed it on this one, okay? So, all right, let's cut the fluff and get real. Picture this. It's an average ho-hum Tuesday and my to-do list looks like a Tolstoy novel. Enter my teenager, seemingly on a mission to earn a gold medal in the Testing My Patience Olympics. That's when it hits. My brain clocks out and I'm swimming in a fog thicker than a bowl of grandma's chicken soup. Ever found yourself staring into the fridge having absolutely no clue what brought you there? Or misplacing your phone only to realize it's in your hand because you're talking on it? That's me on a Tuesday before I discovered a pretty remarkable potion. No, it's not a mimosa, but it's packed with the good stuff, vitamins and minerals that your body and brain lap up like a thirsty dog on a summer's day. One swig and it's like my brain got a direct shot of espresso. Brain fog, sayonara. And that afternoon slump that used to be as predictable as an episode of a sitcom rerun, completely gone. So it walks it through. And then I wanted to add a sentence on, and because I wanted to bring the story back around. And for my teenager, there's always headphones, LOL. I had to add that. So it helped me add that on the end of it. So I said, thank you. This is great. Please turn this into a story sequence for Instagram and Facebook. And look, guys, it laid it out for me perfectly. Close up of a jam-packed to-do list, caption, typical Tuesday. The to-do list seems to be challenging War and Peace and Lent, right? Once again, if you saw that, you'd probably go, oh, me too. Right? Image, a candid shot of a teenager rolling their eyes. I could probably get that because that happens to me about 1,700 times every day, right? Meet my teenage co-star. Some days we're in a heartwarming family movie, others it feels more like a thriller, right? And it basically walks you through doing the same thing in the post as you would do as a story sequence, creating that curiosity about selling this product by hitting the pain points of your target audience. How freaking cool is this, you guys? There's so much stuff that you can do with ChatGPT. So I hope this kind of like blew your brain a little bit and it opened up your eyes to everything that you can do by using this amazing tool. And we'll just pray that the robots don't take over the world, okay? Because yeah, still have that fear. Anyhow, I hope you guys found this valuable.
Whoa. Now, something that's really cool is that we put in the workbook a bonus section for ChatGPT. So for those of you that upgraded to get the workbook, right, the digital download workbook, this is how thick it's going to be, FYI. Here's the workbook. It's only $47. So I would highly suggest you get it. What we did is we're taking day 1 through 25 and we're making it a workbook. So for those of you that are like, oh, this is amazing. I want to help my people on social media. I really, 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 really want to help them. Here's what I would suggest that you do. 1, I wouldn't try to reteach this to your teams because I don't know about you, but your team probably doesn't listen to you, but they listen to someone else. I don't know. Anybody can relate to that? Let somebody else do the training for you. I'm already doing it. So what I would have them do is just register for postingforprofits.com. It'll start them from day 1. There's a board. I put everything in. Let me show you guys really quick. So you see the board. So in the boards, I have the welcome, the VIP workbook link, and then day through 8, I'm adding 9 and I'll be adding 10. For those of you that are like, oh, I want your Instagram course, it's right here. For those of you that want to join the Elite Academy, that's right here. For those of you that want to be in the Moms Who Slay Facebook group, that's here. For those of you that want to apply to work with me in 2024, that's right there. And so what I would highly suggest is if you have boards, awesome. If you have boards, you will receive a text message, or you will also receive an email when you actually opt in to postingforprofits.com with the boards link. If you're like, oh, I can't find it, just opt in again and you'll get the email again. And if you don't get it, don't worry. I'm texting and emailing it every single day. So this way you guys can just go to the boards and click and literally go back and watch it, which is really cool. I think you can share the boards with your teams. You probably could do that too. That probably would be a lot easier. But anyway, so I would definitely say if you have not got the VIP workbook, get the workbook. It's well worth the $47. It's really going to help you guys from start to finish. I mean, we're only 10 days in and I probably could have charged $2,000 for this and I made it free, right? One of my mentors is like, why are you doing this for free? You could have sold this. And I'm like, because it's really not what this is about for me. Like, I want people to just start treating social media differently. It's driving me nuts how lazy everyone is being and how simple this can be and how much more fun it is when you're telling stories that sell, when you are telling stories that are real and authentic and like all the things. So I hope this was helpful. Make sure you get your workbook. I'm telling you, I don't know how long it's going to be at $47. Just going to put that out there for you guys. And I will see you for day 11 to get your teams on here, because I promise you, you will not regret having them understand the skill set of social media. Mwah! I love you guys. I will see you tomorrow night. Bye.